After being accepted into my study abroad program in New Zealand, I couldn't wait to learn about the culture there. A culture that, I thought, embraced its differences from the rest of the world, with greetings like Kia ora and self-proclaimed titles such as Kiwi. I boarded the plane unaware of what I would find when I stepped off, thinking I could learn a bit of the Maori language simply by walking down the street, in the way one could learn Spanish by spending time in a Spanish-speaking country. I was unaware of the troubles that lay beneath the surface of the glassy lake that is New Zealand. Excited to learn, I found the nuances that make up a culture fascinating. History, myths, epistemology, and language. My Intro to Spoken Maori and History of the Maori World classes showed me a new facet of New Zealand, one that includes the subtleties and history of the Maori. I began to see the dangers of having only a single story of this new place. In order to dig deeper into the culture and engage with the local community, I registered for the IFSA Exploring Community and Culture (CNC) online course. In this course, we explored different facets about the culture. The topic about minority groups in our host countries found me facing difficult questions and a choice about how to proceed. Stereotype a whole culture, or reach out to the Maori TA of my history class, Zoe. The first time I emailed Zoe, I was timid, unsure of what to expect. But a day after our first meeting, or korero, I found myself falling down a rabbit hole with no desire to find my way out. Questions filled the pages of my small notebook, and my excitement for our next korero grew as I saw more of the dynamics at play in this wonderfully complex culture. By our third meeting, I had stopped feeling as if I was merely a student asking questions, but more like I was simply spending time with a friend. My koreros with Zoe were hands down my favorite part of the week. It also allowed me to take these lessons outside of the classroom and to the ping pong table, where I could better contribute to the CNC discussions. Zoe taught me so much. From Maori myths to stories that Zoe shared about growing up with her whānau, extended family and friends, I was able to reconcile what I learned in class with what I saw in my day-to-day life. I felt and still feel as if I could spend the rest of my life learning from her. I learned about the many connections between the Western and Maori worlds. There is so much that lies beneath the surface of New Zealand, from current problems of racism and the near extinction and subsequent revitalization of the Maori language to the conservation efforts of so many iwi tribes. I have just begun to skim the surface of this awe-inspiring corner of the world. I left the States a white girl who believed the placid lake facade to be true of New Zealand. I returned a Pākehā woman, ready to swim into the depths of the water, searching for the secrets hidden beneath the surface that make this country so beautiful.